Hello guys, it's James here from Inside United, and today we received some big breaking news which involves Manchester United signing Paul Pogba for a fee believed, well, I'm not even sure what the fee is anymore because it seems to go up every single time, but it's definitely over the 100 million mark, and it's a rare world record fee for a player. Manchester United have been after Paul Pogba all summer. It's been a long saga, but it's finally come to an end with Manchester United finally getting their man and re-signing Paul Pogba. The player used to play for Manchester United under the Ferguson years, but then obviously left Manchester United because he wasn't happy with the amount of chances he got under Sir Alex Ferguson's side. So he went down to the Italian champions Juventus, and obviously at Juventus he's done very well. He's done really well, and he's come out. And that he's had a breakthrough. Everyone knows him now. That's why his fee is so big. It's because he's done so well for Juventus and the French national team. And Manchester United want to buy him back. And obviously that just shows that it's a massive mistake from Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United to let him go in the first place if he were prepared to spend over 100 million to bring him back to the club. But we have now got Paul Pogba back at the club, and I can't tell you how happy I am to see that Paul Pogba will be back in a Man United shirt next season. And so I didn't see him enough before to make me sad when he did go, but just knowing what he has brought to the national side, French national side, and Juventus just makes me very excited to see what he can bring to Manchester United next season. I mean, first of all, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the player. As I said, I think he's a fantastic player. He's an absolute colossus of a player. Plus, he's like a powerhouse, really. He's a bit like a better Yaya Toure, but he's so much younger. And that's probably the biggest positive. I think if he was 30 years of age or 29, I don't think we would have splashed 100 million on him. The whole point is he's a fantastic, world-class player already, and he's still at a very young age, so he's got so much more potential to improve. And that is probably the thing which excites me the most. Is we got Van Persie, but we knew what we were getting. He's not got a lot left in the tank, and he was not too far away from retiring really. But now, as I said, Paul Pogba, he's still very young. He's still got a lot of his career to do. He's still got a lot to learn, and that's what excites me the most. Is that he's a very good player. He's a world-class player, but he's at such a young age, which is even better. And that's one of the things which also excites me about his French teammate Anthony Martial as well. But I can't tell you how happy I am to see Paul Pogba join Manchester United. How will he benefit Manchester United as a whole? I think he'll just tighten up the midfield, strengthen the back four as well, because he'll bring that solid unit in front of the back four as well. I think our midfield is fairly strong at the moment. We've got some world-class players in our midfield already, and I think he will just add to our world-class team which we're starting to build. And I think Mourinho's signing so far has been absolutely fantastic. Mourinho, he came in, he identified 4 targets. He got Bailey, he got Mkhitaryan, he got Ibrahimovic, and now he has picked up Paul Pogba. And I can't tell you how pleased I've been with Jose Mourinho's how Jose Mourinho's done with his Manchester United career so far. Okay, yes, we lost to Dortmund 4-1, but that's only pre-season. We're talking about the signings he's done. He came straight in, he came in early, he came in just after the new season, identified his targets, and he's got all 4 targets, which makes me very pleased, because if he's got his targets, then he can then follow his game plan for the new season, which excites me. But yeah, you know what? I think it's a superb signing, and I think it will benefit Manchester United a lot, because he is such a colossus. He really is a colossus. He's the engine. He's the powerhouse. He will do fantastic for Manchester United in the midfield, and I can't wait to see him pulling on the Manchester United shirt again. But also, we've got to talk about the fee, because I do think the fee is ridiculous. I mean, if we were to spend 100 billion on Messi, I'm pretty sure Messi would come to Manchester United. The whole point is, what I'm trying to say here is the fee is always an important part about a transfer, because if you overpay a fee, then it's likely they will come anyway. So the whole point is the fee is very important in a transfer, and I think the fee for Paul Pogba is completely overpriced. It's overspent. We don't need to spend that much on him. I don't think Paul Pogba is worth 100 million. He's not a 100 million player. I agree with Paul's goals. I think if you're signing a player for 100 million, you're expecting someone to score 50, 60 goals a season, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar, Suarez. You're expecting to sign them sort of players for that amount of fee. So the fact how we spent 100 million on Paul Pogba, I think, is a bit overpriced. It's a bit overrated in terms of the price. Yes, I do think that, because he's not worth that. I think he's probably worth 60, 70 at the most. But 100 million, for me, that's too expensive. When you say it's 2 sterlings, it sounds not too bad. But what I'm saying is 100 million is a huge fee. And the whole point I'm trying to say is that will not... It sort of dampens the mood, because I think if we got Pogba, I'm pretty sure every fan out there would be really, really happy to sign him. But there's quite a lot of fans who are unsure because we spent so much money on him. And I do think 100 million is too much on a player like Paul Pogba. I think 60 million, 70 million, yeah, fair enough. But 100 million, way too much. The fact is, it could even rise above 100 million now. You know, the fact is, it started at 100 million. And then we found out it's 100.5 and 105, so it keeps changing as we speak. And we've also had to play the agent, Mino Raiola, who actually is the agent of Henrik Mkhitaryan and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So he's not done too well. He's not done too bad for Manchester United. But yeah, as I said, I do think the fee is completely over what he should be getting. I do believe that. I do think he isn't worth 100 million, but at the same time, we've got our player. We're prepared to spend that much money. I'm not the one spending that money, it's Manchester United. I do think that is the sort of fee which is ruining football at the moment. There's too much money flying around, but he's paying 100 million for him. But I tell you what, it's a statement of intent from Manchester United. The fact that we have no Champions League, but we've brought in Zlatan Ibrahimovic, one of the world's best striker. We've also brought in Henrik Mkhitaryan, the one who got the Bundesliga Player of the Season last year. Paul Pogba. The fee the fee just speaks volumes. I'll just tell you what, it's a huge statement of intent from Manchester United, and it just makes me feel even more excited for the new season, because I feel United, people are fearing us again. You know, rival fan on Twitter, on social media, absolutely. You know, they're trying to not look like they're scared, but you can tell they are scared when you see Manchester United's new signing. But I'm absolutely buzzing for the new season. Let's bring it on. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.